Hey guys, in the previous video, I asked you what would you do with an extra $10,000 a month? And by the way, I'm Bob Ferngren, and my heart, my desires, if you're getting near 50 or in your 50s, 60s, 70s, or 80s, is to help you live your best life. So what would you do with that 10,000? A lot of you answered that question. I'm very glad. Now we're going to go to a little bit higher thinking, right? Because I actually went through this journey. I joined a direct sales company about 22, 23 years ago. And I was in a bad position. I had a bunch of businesses. I lost a bunch of money. It was $350,000 in personal debt. So I joined this direct sales company. I didn't really have high hopes. I didn't have a lot of belief. I get to a big event, I see people making the kind of money I wanted to make, which was hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And I just said to myself, look, I've got a lot of problems right now, but one of them is I'm not stupid. If I want to make that kind of money, I'll just do what that guy's doing. And that's what I did. But, things didn't flip by me saying that or even believing that. I had to go to work and, learn a whole new industry. But I started thinking, what would life be like if I had an extra 1,000 and it made a difference? And then what would life be like if I had another 5,000 and then I was earning that? And then 10,000, and 10,000 gave me the relief I needed. But then my belief had grown through the roof. I believed in that 10,000. I got that 10,000 and I just thought, well, why not 20,000? So today, what would you do with 20,000? For me, that's when I started paying off chunks of my debt. That's when I got rid of my old car. And I had momentum too. And that's the thing I'm going to talk to you guys about in the next 3 or 4 videos. Momentum is key to this whole thing. But basically what happened was all the pressure was off. I was in debt to the IRS, guys. That's no fun. I had the state of Florida tax revenue people after me. That was no fun. But now I could start paying that off. And now I believed I would be out of debt. And that was the most important thing, was my belief. You see, what's going on in your brain is more important than what's going on in reality. If you don't believe, it's certainly not going to appear in real life. I mean, it would be so random. It's just like these lottery winners, right? I mean, that's a ridiculous amount of money. And you would think, wow, they're set up for life. But most of them tend to go broke or not in great situations quickly. Why? Because their mind. I mean, certainly their belief issues and their mindset and all that, but also they've done nothing to learn how to manage and control money. And so it's gone. Well, that was not the life I was going to have. So what would you do with an extra $20,000 a month? What would you do? Now, a lot of you will make fun of this, and you'll actually post it in my various social media. That's not real. Of course it's not going to happen for you. But for the rest of you, for you people who want to change your life, what would you do with an extra $20,000 a month? And stay on this journey of videos, because I'm going to blow your mind. Hey, God bless. And if you have not yet, the ultimate answer isn't money or houses or anything here on earth. It's Jesus Christ. What a great day to accept him as your personal Savior. God bless.